Hello, my name is Kyle. I'm the Associate Youth Minister at All Saints Episcopal Church. Now, I know recently you might have seen a video from this guy named Batman, and basically he told you that your new youth group name is Transparent Youth, but he didn't really tell you what that means. So that's what I'm here today to do. I'm going to sort that out. When you look at the word transparent, it means free from deceit, easily detected or seen through, readily understood. It means that we're the same person through and through, that we're real, we're genuine. You know, we are who we say we are. We don't act like people that we're not. So I want to start today with Matthew 5, verses 13 through 16. And that's a little section from Jesus' famous Sermon on the Mount. Now basically what happens here is Jesus, he went up on a small mountainside and he began to teach his disciples and also his followers. Now, while this was spoken 2,000 years ago, the best part about this passage is that it's perfectly relevant to us today. So it reads as follows: "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven." Now, when I look at this passage, I want to start off with the first verse that says, "You are the salt of the earth." Now, when I think about salt, I think that it has primarily two purposes. One, that's to flavor, and two, that's to preserve. You know, first off, it flavors. If you're at McDonald's and your fries don't have any salt on them, you know, they don't really taste that good. Well, in the same way, we're to flavor our own lives. We're to find that flavor for us, and we're to flavor other people as well. That's why Jesus is saying, "You are the salt of the earth." Now he says, "You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden." When he's saying this, he's saying, you know, don't hide your flavor. Don't hide who you are so that other people can't see it, so that maybe other people can't be influenced by it. He's saying that, you know, you should, in verse 16, "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven." Now, when I think of flavoring other people, I think that's primarily for unbelievers, for your non-Christian friends. You know, you have to flavor them. You have to show them the reason you believe. Show them the light. You know, make your words have some credibility to them. And then when it says preserving, you know, when we're talking about preserving, I think that's for your Christian friends. You know, you want to preserve them and you want to be accountable with them, which is our next little section here. I want to skip forward, talk about accountability in Galatians 2. Now, Jesus has already died on the cross and he's ascended into heaven. His followers and disciples, they're still spreading the word about him. But there's this guy named Peter. Now, Peter, he was a very good follower of Christ. You know, at one point Christ said, "You are to be the cornerstone of the church." So Peter was a real influential, real important guy in the founding of the early church. But apparently Peter was acting differently around different types of groups. Now, we say, oh, you know, why would Peter do this? Well, I can easily relate to that, because I know back when I was in youth group, I would act one way at school, I would act one way at home, I would act another way at youth group, and you know, it really wasn't actually being who I am. So what happened here in this situation with Peter? Well, Paul wrote the book, and basically Paul confronted him, and he said, you know, Peter, you can't do this. You can't act like this. You can't be one person in front of some people and another people in front of a bunch of other people. And, you know, that's exactly what I want this group to be able to be. We need to be real with each other. We need to be transparent. There's no reason for somebody to enter our youth room and to have a problem and not be able to talk about it. You know, they have to feel comfortable. We have to make people feel comfortable. We have to show our true self, show our true flavors. Now, I'm not going to treat this like school, but I do want to challenge you guys, because I know you're all smart young adults, and I really believe in you, and I believe in the group. You know, I know that the group can do great things. All of us can do great things if we work together and if we really assert ourselves for God. So basically, you know, that's my message for today. I want you to just keep watching for some changes that are going to happen. In the meantime, I challenge you to be the salt of the earth. I challenge you to flavor other people, flavor your non-believing friends, preserve your Christian friends, be accountable with each other, and be more transparent to those around you. Focus on actually being who you are and believe in yourselves, because I believe in you and I know that we can do great things together as a group. So, that's all for now.